Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting out west in the American League, the A's snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got a win over the Astros in Houston, 3-2. The Yanks earned the 3-game series sweep as they took down the Seattle Mariners 8-5. The Jays smacked 15 team hits as they beat the O's in Baltimore 8-0. Franmil Reyes was a triple away of completing the cycle, leading Cleveland past the Royals 4-3. He is among the American League leaders in home runs. Willie Castro had an outstanding 5 hits at the dish, helping lead the Tigers past the Twins 5-2. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the American League. The Los Angeles Dodgers allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-2. The Mets racked up 11 hits as a team as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-5. Robert Stock got his second W of the season as the Cubs took care of the Phillies 4-2. The Reds knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 9-4. The Rockies completed a 3-game series sweep as they got a road win against Arizona 3-2. Tanner Rainey won his 5th game out of the bullpen as the Nationals took care of the Padres 3-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Field. Tonight, it's an in-division matchup from the AL West between the Oakland A's and the Texas Rangers. It's baseball, it's The Show, and it comes your way next. Mike Foltynewicz, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
And stepping in, Elvis
Leading off
Andrus.
tonight for
And
Oakland,
we are set for baseball here this evening.
Elvis
First pitch
Andrus.
on its way. First of 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Perfect baseball weather. 82 degrees at first pitch tonight. Here's the 2-1 now to Andrus. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And he stays alive here as he gets a piece of this, and in turn he gets a piece of the catcher behind the plate. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away. Now to the plate, Tony Kemp. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Hit out towards second. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips in yesterday's game. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
That misses 2-0.
Hey.
2 balls and a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Just underway in Arlington. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in next, Matt Olson, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And it's 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for Oakland. A's 0. Rangers coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Sean Manaea gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Delino DeShields is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, Dero, now I guess it's time where you push that go button. You're getting a little sense of urgency. They find themselves in 3rd place, and if they want to be part of the postseason picture, it's time to get going and get going pronto.
Yeah, it's taken too long for this team to carve out any identity for themselves. They're going to have to find a way to get on a roll. Offensively or pitch better. Something's got to change.
The 1-2.
Ball 2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the second baseman,
That'll bring in Nick Solak. His career numbers against Manaea, he brings a more than respectable .357 batting average. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Hit high and deep to left field. Racing back the left fielder. Still ranging back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. Number 10 for him on the year. As the Rangers strike first, it's 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
Batting third.
David
left
Dahl
fielder.
to the plate now.
David Dahl.
Popped him up. Chapman is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting fourth.
Here's Joey
The right
Gallo
fielder.
now, and he's a guy
Joey.
looking to break out in a big way.
Gallo.
Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Lifted down the line in left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
As a pitcher, you'd love to assert your authority
Batting
early on
fifth.
in the game, but
The
it hasn't
designated
happened so
hitter.
far out here.
Really?
That's a home run and the double
Calhoun.
against him now, and we're still in the first. He's going to have to make some adjustments quickly if he's going to turn this around.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. 1-0 the count. Gallo at second with 2 down. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Pops this one up. Andres has a play. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. 1 in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. Second inning coming up. It's now 1-0 Texas. Leading off the inning, it'll be Ramon Laureano as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up.
Number 22.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. grounded up the first baseline. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate now, Seth Brown. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The average sitting right at 270 on the year. 4 home runs and 15 RBIs. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. And he fouls this one off.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Full count still. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. From the stretch, here's the pitch. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-1 home. Just got a piece to the right side. The 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing by Piscotty, and this is driven to left. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run job by Stephen Piscotty. 8th home run on the season for him, and the A's have grabbed a 2-1 lead.
Well, the lesson here, folks, is you simply cannot give up 2-out walks because they always come back to bite you in the side. That turns what was going to be a real quick inning into one you want to forget real quick.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy.
The catcher, Sean.
He'll swing and lift a
Murphy.
ball foul off to the left and out of play. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. One ball and two strikes to the A's catcher.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Again, a 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2. Looked like the curveball slipped out that time.
Wow, these guys are really grinding out their at-bats in this one. They're not making any outs easy to get, and that, of course, is having a huge impact on the pitch count.
And it's fouled away. Payoff pitch one more time. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Here's Elvis Andrus now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Boy, his pitch count is really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Nope. 3-0.
To be honest, he just doesn't look that comfortable on the mound right now. He really looks like he's fighting himself on every pitch.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Hit hard to third, scooped up, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. But the Athletic strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-1 A's. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Charlie Culberson comes in hitting just a hair below 300 this season. First pitch of the AB now. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. A little over anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Takes this the other way to right. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, D-Row. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Nate Lowe digging in now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and 23 driven in. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Culberson gets his lead at first, nobody out. A 2-1 count to the Rangers' first baseman. Fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And it's a foul ball. This is pulled into right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, Joseph.
Stepping up is Sherton Apostle, trying here to plate the tying run from second. And now the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first.
This is one of those classic bunt situations here, but it's not a given anymore like it used to be, and that's the case even more so in the American League.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Hard sinker misses 2-2. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Batting 9th, the
So
catcher,
next to the plate for Texas, Jose Trevino. Base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. He swings and misses. Throw down. It's there in plenty of time. He's out trying to steal third as they get the lead runner here. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
One and 2 to the Rangers catcher.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Welcome back to Arlington. Before we get much further, let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Stepping in once again is Tony Kemp. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. fastball laid off well below the knees. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Now the 2-0. Down the first baseline. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on his face.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Hit high and deep to right center. Gallo moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. So a nice running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Outside.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. 2 balls and a strike to count. And this will be fouled away. Popped him up. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
Now back.
So
Number
2 down and a
22.
runner at first. And up next will be Ramon Laureano. He's set and the pitch.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Kemp leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And that's in there for his strike 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Too high there and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
The 2-1.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Here now the 2-2. Hard ground ball to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. The A's strand 1. They lead it 2-1.
We're back now as the Rangers line up readies for their 3rd turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had its issues on offense. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development
Leading up
happening.
for
So
the
he's
Rangers,
optimistic about what the future
the center
holds,
fielder,
especially for some of their younger
Delano.
players. Back to you, Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch coming. Here it is. Delino DeShields is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Grounded weakly to the left. And that's the first out. So one out,
Now
nobody
back,
aboard,
second
and that
baseman.
means Nick Solak will dig in.
That last at-bat, that home run, that was a changeup that was away. That he went out and hooked it, he pulled it. So if I'm going to throw that changeup again, I might throw that thing on the inside part of the plate. This guy looks like he has pretty good coverage on that outer third of the plate.
Around second, he's on his way to third. The relay throw.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the
next
rest.
for the Rangers.
Not this guy. He's
The
already
left
got the homer and the triple,
David
so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Now the 1-0.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
2-1 to David Dahl. 1 out and a runner on third. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning.
right fielder,
He was
number
definitely
13.
pitching for it with a runner on
Joey
third and 1 out, and he got it.
Gallo.
Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Comes set, the 0-1. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that the side is retired. Rangers leave 1. They're down 2-1. So now to the plate, Seth Brown, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The designated hitter, Seth Brown.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
DeMarcus
attention,
Evans
please.
is forced onto the
pitching
mound now
for the
following the
Rangers.
injury.
Number 67, DeMarcus Evans.
Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
I can't imagine in a hitter's meeting today that's the pitch they want to attack. Plus velocity, up and in. It's going to be too tough to get the barrel to that pitch today.
And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
The batter, the left fielder, Chad Hinder.
At the plate, Chad Hinder. Popped him up. Trevino over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for Oakland, the right
1
fielder,
out, runner at first. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty. From the belt, the pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
One and two now.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
To the plate now, Sean Murphy, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He singled in his first AB. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball one. One ball, one strike.
A ball and 2 strikes.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Man, I'm interested to see this next pitch. 3 balls pounded on the inside half of the plate. He either has no respect for this hitter or he's setting him up to go down and away.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They still lead it 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with the Rangers manager during the inning break about the team's offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And into bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun.
Willie Calhoun.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
They have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now at the plate here is Charlie Culberson. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, Matty, pressure's off right now. He extended his hitting streak that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his zone, work on his craft, and try and drive something in the gap.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. So a double into the gap has him in business here with 1 away. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently tops on the ball club in that department as we approach the All-Star break. Stepping in now, Nate Lowe, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. A base hit in his first trip. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Weakly hit towards first. Fielded cleanly. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now. So next to hit is Sherton Apostle. Potential tying run for him at third base. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. Culberson at third with 2 away. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2-1 now. The set and the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Two and two. Here it is. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Texas. They still trail it here 2-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Elvis Andrus. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the first offering. Here it comes now to Andrus.
Oh, that's out.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Gallo has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1.
Up next for Oakland.
No one on with 1
baseman,
down, and striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. First offering on its way. And a ball 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Fouled off. The 3-2 one more time. And this will kick off the third base bag. And that's through for a hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Now
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Into the box now, Matt Chapman, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. Flew out last time up. The 1-0 home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. DeShields is there. 2 gone. Runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And that brings in the big power hitting first baseman, Matt Olson. He's set. Here it comes. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Digging in will be Jose Trevino. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
The catcher, Jose.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ground ball right side. He's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And here's the second-generation big leaguer, Delino DeShields. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Grounded to the right. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
The pitcher got the result he was looking for. Change up down in the zone, gets him to hit it on the ground, but obviously the result wasn't what he wanted.
In now, Nick Solak. A pitch out, the throw, and just great defensive baseball there as they will nail him at second on the pitch out.
Well, they guessed right on the first pitch out. Sometimes you have to wait a pitch or 2 in the at-bat to try that, but they must have had a pretty good idea he was going to be on the move.
Two 2-0 now. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
1 run, 7 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. Hard hit ball to short. And Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's 1 double. He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets 1 more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for 2.
Pulling up.
So now to the plate, David Dahl. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. No hits to this point. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Rangers leave 1. Our score remains 2-1.
Apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you ludicrous.
New inning set to get underway, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano.
The center fielder, number 22.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Seth Brown is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 misses, ball 2. Laureano on at first, nobody out. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Nope.
3-1. Chad Pinder waits on deck. The 3-1. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. Again, he sends it out of play. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So a runner at first now with 1 away, and up next the ever versatile Chad Pinder. Has a look, now the pitch. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A ball and a strike now. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses.
I got 2-1 the count.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty. 2-2.
That's exactly the pitch you don't want to be chasing in these situations. He's going to keep that ball down below the hollow of the knee, try and get you to ground into a double play. You have to set your sights at least belt high.
Here now the 2-2. Oh, here's a shot out to right center. In to score is the runner from first. It's now 3-1. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given a chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Stephen Piscotty will stride in one more time as we flash you back to earlier. This was a big blow right here as he leaves the yard with plenty to spare. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, this pitcher's going to have to step off the mound right here and refocus. Take a deep breath, something. Can't keep falling behind and creating traffic. It puts everybody on edge, not only himself, his defense, and especially his manager.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
And that is what you're going to get when you've got a flamethrower coming out of the bullpen. And when you're late on a fastball and you make contact below the label, all of a sudden you're holding some new firewood.
At the plate, Sean Murphy, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Ripped down the line. A dive, and he knocks it down. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's now 3-1 Oakland.
I'm with it, I get it, I got it, I'm good. You dig it, squad.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Joey Gallo, due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
First delivery to him. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. And now, Willie Calhoun. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here's the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Three balls and a strike to Willie Calhoun.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something middle in.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the payoff pitch home. And another foul ball. Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. The next 3-2. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swinging a looper to left. In there, a base hit. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Man, that swing looked like self-defense and a real quality swing. But hey, he muscled it out there, and it was enough to get him safely to second. Those are the kind of hits that will drive you nuts as a pitcher.
To the plate now, Charlie Culberson, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Hit the other way out toward right field. Piscotty's there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. So a runner at second, 2 down now, and now here's Nate Lowe. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. From the stretch. Now a little tapper in front of the mound. This should get him out of it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. 7th inning coming up. It's the A's 3 and the Rangers 1. Joe Barlow is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 65, Joe Barlow.
Into the box, Elvis Andrus. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Elvis Andrus.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. A ball and a strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. And it's fouled away. The 2-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting.
Stepping in next, Tony Kemp singled in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll
Now
take
batting.
3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
Into the box, Matt Chapman, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Barlow, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was selected in the 11th round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now. Kemp, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swinging away there, it's 3-1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Chapman swings, and this one's hit very well out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Kemp rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they extend their lead to 3.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Two out here and a runner at second. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
That's ball. Count is 2-1.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Yeah, and if you remember the previous pitch, he couldn't get around on a fastball and was mad at himself. Well, there's nothing to be mad about anymore unless you're the guy standing on the mound wondering what just happened.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Seth Brown. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
That's a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
3 runs already home here. In there, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Three and one.
1 strike.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The left fielder, number 4, Chad.
Striding in is Chad Pinder. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch.
Ball 2.
Three and 0 now.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Now batting, right fielder, Steven.
Next to stand in is Stephen Piscotty. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Fly ball out toward right field. Gallo is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 1.
Your attention, please. Now
new pitcher coming on now, the right-hander Yusmeiro
number
Petit.
36, Yusmeiro Petit.
Last half of the 7th here, and set to go as the third baseman, Sherton Apostle.
Offense just needs to find a way to get that pass the baton mentality. Starts 1 at-bat at a time. I know they need base runners clearly. Maybe if they could get a few guys on the pillow, someone can bop one and get them back in this.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Petit has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Ready to deliver the 1-2.
Nope, outside.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
2-2 pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Jose Trevino is in for the third time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden, he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start
the
this inning.
fielder.
That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
In now, Delino DeShields. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 3 for 9. The 1-0. 1-1 the count.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Tell me what you want, what you really want.
So here is Sean Murphy. He was retired via the ground ball last time
the
up.
Catcher, Sean Murphy.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Hit in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
The shortstop.
Well, that will bring a smile to a manager's face every single time. First hitter of the inning just squares it up and bounces it over the fence. Even if it stays in the yard, that's a double either way.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. And he falls behind 0-2. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. No one out with a runner at second. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
At the plate now, Tony Kemp, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 3 for 4 so far and seeing it well in this ball game. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1.
Aye.
1-2 now. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. First and second here with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. And he's called out on a close play at third.
That's a tough one right there. You're already in scoring position, so if you're a base runner in that situation, you got to see it actually get away if you're going to try and take third.
Next up is Matt Chapman. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Fastball well outside.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Andres stands at second with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. He's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The 3-2 pitch. He loses him on ball 4.
And you can tell by his body language that he's beyond frustrated by that call. He's got to be wondering what he's got to do, but the last thing he needs to do is to let it get under his skin. That will only make things worse.
Now pitching for the Rangers.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Matt Olson will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Man, he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. He just needs to stay back a little longer.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Yeah, the manager was looking for that lefty-lefty advantage, but someone forgot to tell the guy in the box that he was at a disadvantage because he just unloaded on that thing. If you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. Doesn't matter what side you're throwing it from.
At the plate, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with the double.
To the plate now, Seth Brown, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Here comes the 1-2. Is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. But the A's put up a 3 spot here thanks to the 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the A's 9 and the Rangers 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Nick Solak. Here's the first pitch, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And there's ball 2 now. All even now, 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Kemp is there for it, and that's the first out of the inning. So now here is David Dahl. In previous matchups with Yusmeiro Petit, he's 2 for 3. He also has 1 home run. And now the first pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1. That's ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there, 3-1.
He must know something we don't know. That was a center cut heater with count leverage in a big spot. I don't understand why he's taking.
Ground ball right into the shift. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder,
At
number
the plate
13.
now is Joey Gallo. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to pump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
The count now at 2-1. Counts even 2-2 to Joey Gallo. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Rangers set down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Chad Pinder.
The left fielder, number 4. Chad
Now the first pitch.
Pinder.
Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Looking up is Dahl. Gone to lead off the inning. A A solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Jonathan Hernandez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Jonathan Hernandez.
That'll bring up Stephen Piscotty. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So now to the plate, Sean Murphy. As they'll watch a sinker here that misses, it's ball one. One out, nobody on. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gallo is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are two gone.
Up next,
ready now is Elvis Andrus, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch on the way. Bases are empty here with two men out. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
And think about it. In game one of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. The A's strike for 1 on the solo homer. Last chance coming up here for the Rangers. It's the A's 10 and the Rangers 1. Now into the box, Willie Calhoun, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first with it is Andrus, and it's in time, 1 away. Next to dig in, Charlie Culberson. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Nope.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
The 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season, as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Step back, get ready for the 1-2.
Now batting, first baseman, Nate Lowe.
Stepping in now, Nate Lowe. Hit hard to the right side. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can, right into the shift, and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fouled off. Lowe stands at first with 1 out. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot at 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
10-2 the final in this game. The Athletics put a 10 spot on the scoreboard in this one. Sean Manaea earns win number 4 on the season. Mike Foltynewicz worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. Yasmera Petit takes the rare 3-inning save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 10 runs on 14 hits. No errors, they left 9 runners on base. For the Rangers, 2 runs on 11 hits. No errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 24 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Mucha sal, de los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate Elena, Orlando y a Luca. Tengo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y pues estoy en el asfalto. La salvación con mi pana la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos la corona. Muchos viven rápido. tiempo razona, porque traímos bomba.